had you guys ever had any kind of a plan? And obviously not for an attack like this, but any kind of a plan or a means to exit the stage in a hurry of, does anything ever come up? Nothing, eh?
No, and you know what?
Yeah.
This is an excellent question, man, because this highlights something that I think is critically important, dude, because it should have, in retrospect, I'd actually done interviews where I was talking about how we needed to be careful because, the bad guys were going to start coming to our birthday parties the way they do in Israel. And, but never even thought about having an exit plan, and in retrospect, there've been enough things, if you want to be honest, starting with Dimebag Darrell, in our world in particular, there have been enough instances where we should have put our, practice what we preach in our expectations of things and actually implemented at least some sort of process.
Yeah.
Which is something going forward, I do every show. We pick 2 or 3 emergency exits. We tape the route with colorful tape. We identify it to everyone before the show. We have a rally point. I personally look at things like this, but part of the way I healed afterward was to take a lot of training, like in security training, firearms training, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't want to have any nightmares or be afraid of anything.
Yeah. So, and Jesse too, so you say when the gunfire started, you froze. And I mean, at that point, you guys had never talked about what you're going to do when somebody starts shooting at one of your shows, and to wait until they were reloading to get the hell off the stage. I mean, obviously your drummer had to throw his drumstick at you because I'm sure you'd never thought about having to go through that experience before.
But I should have.
Unfortunately, you should have.
And thank God I knew what he meant when he was telling me that, because the other bandmates, especially the ones with no gun experience at all, they didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And the floor was, littered with thousands of people, and not one of them had really understood what that meant.
Yeah.
And I had to pull Davey off the stage because Davey was in such shock. Now he didn't want to get up. I had to pull him by the beard and was like, Davey, if you don't get up, we're going to fucking die here. I'm not leaving you up here. And at this point, I had been able, they didn't all speak the same language, and some of them had to speak French to each other. And essentially, I can tell you that they were essentially planning to come on the stage and behead me. So that was in the back of my head.